Hey guys, this is Tyler with Tyler's Dragon Tarot. I'm going to be doing a closure reading in this reading. So I'm going to be doing it by natal chart elemental dominance. So if you don't know, look up your natal chart and figure out what element is most dominant in your natal chart. Astro theme isn't my favorite because it doesn't have the whole house system, at least not that I've seen. But it does have a pretty easy to see elemental dominance graph you can look at. So it is nice in that way if you want to check out that one. So basically, I'm going to do this by elemental dominance, like I said, but I'm going to be asking what ended the relationship or brought it into separation because it could kind of go either way from the closure readings I've done. How do you feel about it? How do they feel about it? Remembering your value because this could be a very anxious time for you. So it's important to remember that you're not just some nothing, you know? What am I trying to say? You are special and you are unique in your own way and you are important to you and you need to treat yourself that way. So basically just trying to bring out a positive light for you guys and then drawing cards trying to get some advice for you. So, I thought about putting will they be back and are they seeing somebody else in this, but it's just with current energy, how these readings work is I read based on current energy, how the current energy feels, and where it could go on current energy. So, if you think about it as like you want to go out to a Mexican restaurant and then you see a pizza place that looks really good, and you're like, hey, let's go there instead, and you just have a sudden change of plans, that the energy course could change just like that as well. One little decision, one little thing could just change the course. So I can't really tell the future. All I can really do is say this is what the current energy looks like. um, so I didn't really want to include that in this reading. So, anyways, I'm going to pause, shuffle the decks, and I'm going to start with the Earth dominant charts. By the way, I'm going to put the um, timestamps in the description. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to start with the Earth. Okay, Earth dominant charts. For your first question, what ended the relationship or brought it into separation? So, basically, um, I drew 5 cards and I'm getting the same stuff off of this. So I'll go ahead and let you see it a little better because with this camera angle, you can't really see too well. So we got the Strength in reverse. We got the 5 of Swords. We got the 2 of Wands. We got the 9 of Wands. I thought that was 7. 9 of Wands. And we got the Page of Cups. So basically, you or the other person or both never got comfortable enough to really get close to each other. You can see there's emotional distance. Like, even with the passion, it's like you or them still just watching the moves and seeing if it's worth it. And with this 9 of Wands, not swords, it's like considering just picking up and leaving. And with this 5 of Swords, it's like kind of sad. You put a lot of energy in and just walking away. And I just heard you couldn't get your way. So maybe you were really stubborn, or maybe they were really stubborn, and you just wouldn't give up your position. You wouldn't compromise. But there was just this, there was never a comfortability around each other. So there was always a little bit of distance, no matter how close you felt. So I'm going to draw some cards for how do you feel about it. Okay, so for how do you feel about it, you got the King of Wands reversed, so you don't really have the energy, or you aren't really willing to put the energy into it. With the Hermit, you're kind of going in and no, that lantern's really sticking out to me with the Hermit, so you know what you want. You you've decided, and you're stubborn about it. But the thing is, with the Six of Pentacles and the Emperor, it's like, and the Lovers here, and the Two of Cups, and the Six of Wands here, and the Ten of Swords. So you've overthought it. You've overthought it to the point of exhaustion here. But you still want this commitment with them. You still want this relationship with them. But you're not going to be the one to come back. You're not going to be the one to ask for them back. You want them to come back to you. You have too much pride in this. They need to offer you the cup. You have a lot of attitude. In fact, you know what? Let me see. Why do you have so much attitude? Why is it so prideful? Okay, with the Ace of Cups here, they turned down your love offer. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, okay, I got an Ace of Cups, like a blessing in love. Okay, so they took you for granted, or at least you feel that way. You feel like they took you for granted. And remember, these energies could always be reversed. So this could be how they feel. You took them for granted, they took you for granted, whatever, however it applies. And you just kept offering love. I'm going to say you, though, because it's your reading, right? You just kept offering love, and you feel like you just got stabbed in the back. Like, what was all that effort for, right? You still love them, but you need them to acknowledge your effort. You need them to put in effort. You need them to act right, so to say. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to get some cards for how do they feel about it. Okay, so on their side, we got the Queen of Swords. We got the Six of Cups. We got the Eight of Pentacles here. We got the Wheel of Fortune. We got the Devil. We got the Seven of Cups. And we got Judgment. So what I'm seeing here is, you know what? You are both feeling unrecognized in this relationship, basically. You feel like you put in all the effort. They feel like they put in effort that just didn't get rewarded at all. Like, they were honest. They put in effort and you just saw it. And, like, honestly, it felt better to just stop all this because, like, I don't know why I'm getting micromanager vibes off of this, but it's like, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, they felt like you were on their back so much that they just, and I'm just being honest with how the cards are, how the messages are coming out to me. I'm not trying to be harsh. It's just, this is the message that's coming out to me. They felt drained. Like, they had no energy. Like, this is them laying on the bottom of this Devil card. Like, sometimes the Devil doesn't mean toxicity, but in this case, it is. Like, and they finally got energy being out because it's like I don't want to take judgment so literally, but it's like they didn't feel judged anymore. Like, they felt very judged by you. Like, they tried to present who they were, they tried to give to you, and it just felt like you were just like, nah, like, this is it. Like, it felt very defensive, like this alligator here, like, just going at him. Like, I don't know. They felt very attacked by you, is how they felt. That is how they felt. They felt very attacked by you. Now, since I'm talking to Earth dominant charts, I am thinking like about how Virgos and how Capricorns interact. Tauruses aren't so bad at this, but Capricorns think they're funny and they pick on people they like, and they can end up hurting people's feelings a lot. And Virgos think they're helping, but sometimes they're just being overly critical and they hurt people's feelings in that way. When people don't realize that you're trying to help or that you're trying to be funny, sometimes they don't understand where you're coming from, and they just, They don't like what they're hearing. You know what I mean? And I mean, you have to know what I mean if this is you. Like, this can't be the first time this has happened to you. Just being honest. Like, come on. I'm an Aries. I come off wrong all the time. I get it. I'm not judging you right now. I'm just saying what's coming off the cards. So let's get to remembering your value. I think you're going to need it now. So, for remembering your value, so if I just put these together in the same place, you got the Eight of Cups, then you got the King of Cups, you got the Ten of Swords, you got the Seven of Swords, and you got the King of Swords, and you got the Magician. Okay, so if you're wondering, how is the Ten of Swords good? How is some of these cards good? So, what I'm seeing here is you have the strength you get in these shitty situations. Excuse my French if you don't like that. My bad. But these emotionally draining, like you feel lost and confused, you feel backstabbed, drained, don't want to do anything, you've been stolen from, and you still come out on top. You still come out as a king or queen. And you manage to just turn all this negative into positive. You come out stronger. You end up becoming stronger because of all the negative that you've gone through, is what I'm saying that. So remember your value. Well, no matter what life throws at you, you are going to become stronger, is your value. Like, no, you will never be kept down, is your value. You have an inner strength to keep going that just keeps glowing. That is your value. That is a great value to have. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. I think I got that going on a little too, so I shouldn't be too jealous. But this is a great thing to have. This is great. So I'm gonna pull some cards, see what I can get as far as advice. Okay, so for the advice, you got the Ace of Cups. I actually drew quite a few. You got the Tower. You got the Queen of Pentacles. You got the King of Wands. You got the Three of Wands. You got the Seven of Wands. You got the Six of Pentacles. You got the World. You got the Hierophant. You got the Seven of Pentacles. You got Justice. You got the Moon. And you got the Eight of Cups. So basically what I'm seeing in all of this is make sure you take time in your next relationship. Take time to heal. Take time to really figure out what you want before you even get into a relationship. What is it that you value? Because you keep getting into these situations where I think you're offering too much of yourself to the wrong person, basically. And I think how you know that is you still have your eye out for other people with that Three of Wands. Or they still act like they have their eye out for other people, when it should be like a stability thing going on here. The King of Wands, like, you find them very attractive, and with the Queen of Pentacles, like, there's honesty between you two and stability. It should be like that, but then that Three of Wands energy and the Seven of Wands energy, there's just defensiveness over a wandering eye. That is kind of a repeating thing, and it gets you to the point of, again, this Six of Pentacles, where you're down and low, and then the World comes in, and okay. Actually, this World, I was going to say it ends the relationship, but it's a cycle that keeps happening. And like I said, you're offering too much. You're not, it's like there's red flags you're really not seeing here in the beginning. So you're just seeing green lights, go, 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 go. Instead, you're not really taking time to evaluate the situation, which is weird for Earth dominant charts. I wouldn't see that for you guys, but this is what I'm seeing in here. So it's almost like you're impatient for this relationship here with the Hierophant, for that stability. So just know that you can give yourself the love. You can give yourself stability. You can have that by yourself. You can take time to figure out what you want and figure out everything that you need. And with this 7 of Pentacles, you don't have to be single. You can be in a relationship, but build it up. Build it up. Don't rush in. Build it up. Build it up and appreciate the process. Appreciate what has grown. And if it's something that isn't fruitful, then, maybe it's time to move on instead of offering this whole ass cup and then having a tower moment, right? And then, like going through all this stress and heartache and then going through a breakup, it's time to end the cycle. It's basically where this is. Hopefully that resonated. It was a little rough at first, but I think there's a good message here. Hopefully you guys stuck through for it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to go to the air dominant charts. Okay, air dominant charts. This is for you. So the first question is, what ended the relationship or brought it into separation? And honestly, I'm feeling like this is more of a separation than an end of the relationship, but that's just based on the cards that came out. So, because we got the 10 of Wands, we got Temperance, we got the 6 of Swords, we got the Emperor. I forgot to say it, but Temperance and Emperor, that is Sagittarius and Aries. But we got, what is this? The 3 of Coins. We got the 4 of Swords, and we got the King of Wands, another fire dominant thing. That could also include Leo. So you could be dealing with a fire person. But let's see. So basically what I'm getting here is there was just a lot of anxiety. Like, a lot. They were happy, but they were feeling kind of closed in. And they just needed time to really separate and focus on their healing. Like, there was still healing that needed to be done, because with this 4 of Swords card, they're focusing on you. They have their eye on you. They want you. But with those 3 swords, they're still holding on to pain. Like, they're holding on by the blades. They're still holding on to pain, and they want to let go, but they're just, I don't even think they realize they're holding on to it so hard. They're still just low energy. They're wanting to come out of this negativity that they've put themselves into. Well, not put themselves into. We get into relationships and that stuff just happens. Putting themselves into it was the wrong phrasing for that. They find themselves in, I guess, is a better way of saying it. They find you super attractive. I'm feeling that Emperor energy is just like their hopes for you. Like, they're wanting you to wait. It's kind of how I'm taking that, because it's like, how is stability mixed into all this? How is the Emperor like just really? But yeah, I'm just saying, like, they just see you sitting on the throne. They're just like, I want to be there with you. I just need time. I feel like all of this is them and this is you. Like, you're looking really good to them, and they wish they weren't in this nastiness, but they are, and they just need time to heal. They do. They just need time to heal. Okay, so let's get on. I'm repeating myself. Let's go to the what, how, blah, 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 blah. How do you feel about it? Did y'all like that? So this is going to be, how do you feel about it? Sorry about that tongue tie, but we got the Queen of Cups, we got the Magician, we got the Hermit, we got the Knight of Swords, we got the King of Coins, we got the King of Wands. So we got royalty of 3 suits here. I mean, Knights are face cards, so we actually have all 4 suits. And the 2 of Swords. So basically, what I'm saying is, I'm going to start with that Two of Swords. You want to be here, just holding it down is just kind of, it's exhausting because, so like I said, I'm feeling like this is more of a separation, and it's like you want to be here because you have happiness here, but you feel like you're being treated unfairly, and like you're staying here, but you are being hurt right now. That's what I'm seeing. But this is where you want to be. This is where you want to be. Um, so I feel like this bottom part is the hopes. Like you just see this as something that you're very attracted to. You see stability here. Somehow you see stability in an unstable situation. I don't know, you still see the future, and it's like this, like we got this. If But this manifestation is just like you're hoping that once they figure out what they want, once they figure out their life, once they understand themselves better, that they offer their love to you. Because you see a lot of potential in this, basically. You see a whole lot of potential in this. And that is why you're staying through the pain, basically. So let's go to the how do they feel about it. Okay, so how do they feel about it? They see you as someone very important to them. Like, the only thing I can even see negatively is the Hierophant. Right now, it seems like just for some reason, a relationship just scares them, for lack of a better word. It just scares them with this Hierophant. I forgot to show y'all. See, it's just kind of closed in feeling. But then we get the Wheel of Fortune. We get the Ten of Cups. We get the High Priestess. We get the Ten of Coins. We get the King of Coins. We get the Star. And check this out. We get the Queen of Coins. Okay? True match here. They are thinking that this is a true match, and they are hoping you stay, and they're not losing this opportunity. They want to create with you. They just need time to find their own balance with that. Ten of Cups, it's a little cloudy right now, but they still see emotional fulfillment with you. That Ten of Coins, they're still manifesting this with you. That Wheel of Fortune, they want to get that started. They want this to move forward. It's just, right now, with that Hierophant, it's just scary to them for some reason. For some reason, okay, let me see. Why is it scary to them? Why the Tower? They're scared it's going to end. Or maybe they recently had a breakup before. Maybe something about being this Ten of Cups is really sticking out to me on this explanation for the Tower. So maybe happiness has been very temporary to them. So they're kind of thinking, okay, when's it going to end? When's it going to end? So they get really scared because they feel really good being with you. And then they're worried that it's going to end and it's just going to hurt worse. So they're kind of like, they don't know what to do with themselves. They have a lot of healing to do, basically, is what I'm seeing on here. So through this time, let's do this remembering your value card, our spread. Oh my God. I am really tripping on this air sign one. Like, are y'all having trouble with your voice? Are y'all having trouble saying things? Because I feel like I was more clear on the earth sign reading. Anyway, I'm going to draw cards for the remembering your value one. Okay, so we got the Two of Coins for remembering your value, the Four of Wands, the Star, we got the Four of Coins, and we have the Eight of Swords. The Four of Coins and Eight of Swords are kind of negative, but I think I can put a kind of a twist on that Four of Coins, because it kind of feels positive to me. The only one that I'm kind of like, this Eight of Swords. This is supposed to be remembering your value, but I think the reason why the Eight of Swords is coming up is because you you become your own worst enemy in a way. Like, you don't see clearly because you just get in your head so much that you just think what you want to think, and you just make up these scenarios that get your anxiety running and just get you feeling depressed and just make you feel so upset. You need to stop that because people want to give to you. You're a very giving person. People want to give to you. People admire you. Like with this Four of Wands, people admire you. People look up to you. I'm seeing that you have a lot of strength. And with this star, you're a powerful manifester. So try to be in the right mindset, right? You're someone who's not afraid to go after what they want. You are someone who finds the strength to move on even when you have no strength. Somehow you just find it to keep moving forward. And people admire you for all this. So when you are feeling down, remember that you are admired and you should admire yourself. All right, so we're going to go to the advice section. So what I'm saying for advice is the Seven of Swords. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Whoop, I'm just throwing cards at y'all. We have the Fool. We have the King of Coins. We have the Lovers. We have the Devil. And we have the Eight of Coins. So basically what I'm saying is try to drop the defenses, which come from this mental anguish you put yourself through. Because as long as you're in that state, you're never going to move forward. You're never going to start feeling better, you know? You're just going to be anxious. And just try to relieve yourself of the anxiety. Try to look at the positive. Surround yourself with good things. See, and this Fool is just, you know, the black and white really sticking out at me. Don't give yourself scenarios in your head. Just know what's happening. Basically, communicate. Communicate so you know. And just really appreciate things. With all those bubbles and the cards, you feel lucky. Get into a place where you feel lucky and you feel happy. If you don't feel that way, maybe you don't need it in your life, right? And then with that King of Coins, get into a place, again, getting into a place where you feel abundant, where you feel stable. That is where you need to get into. And this lover balance, you'll fall into balance with a lover that you're supposed to be with. It could be this person. You getting into the King of Coins energy could get them into the Queen of Coins energy, kind of like I said earlier, but this is the direction you need to go to, though. Getting into your own stability, and kind of feels like mental stability with the air cards that have come out, sword cards in this deck. And with that Lovers, everything's going to fall into place, but you have to do some work. You have to do work to bring in positivity. You have to focus on positivity and quit making up these negative scenarios that just don't exist. So we're going to get into fire. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great night. Hey guys, this is for the fire. Sorry, I thought I was starting off the video, but no, we're on the fire part. So, what ended the relationship or brought it into separation? Okay, so we got the Seven of Earths. Whoop, slipped. Oh my God, I am a mess right now. We got the Six of Airs. We got the Judgment. We got the Fortitude. We got the Eight of Waters, not the Waters. So basically what I'm seeing is someone decided to move forward because this relationship wasn't moving forward. They felt like they invested time, or they either invested time and didn't get anything out of it, or they just never got any time with you. or you never got any time with them. But with this judgment, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna do me then, because they're by themselves. They got a pet there. They're painting. They're doing their hobbies, and it's like, okay, you're not gonna make time for me. You're not gonna put energy into this. Then I'm gonna move out. And with this fortitude and this Eight of Waters, kind of feels like one or both of you is busy distracting yourself with a lot of things, because you may not want to admit it, but this meant more to you than you'll admit, you know? Like, this was actually something special, and you're like, I feel like the person who was wrong here is just like, is this person who's trying to distract himself and just being like, man, I was wrong, and I messed up. I messed up because all they wanted was some time with me, and I couldn't even give them that. And now I can't get any time with them. So, let's see. This is kind of a sad reading, but we're gonna keep going. So, how do you feel about it? I feel like you're not letting it get you down. You may be the person who moved on. Um, it's like, I feel like the most that this is why didn't they want to spend time with me every now and then? Will cross your mind. But with this Three of Waters, we got this Three of Waters and this Six of Waters. It's like, you're moving on, okay? You're finding your happiness. You're doing other things. You may even be. I'm seeing suitors in this. I don't know if you're dating. You're going on multiple dates with other people, but you're getting the attention and that you wanted out of that relationship, and you may be taking your time, but or you may just be going on dates, figuring out who you like, who's going to actually give you the attention. Because with this Emperor here, it's like you have a lot to offer, and you deserve better than what you got. With the Emperor, that's also Aries, and I realize I'm doing fire dominant charts, so Aries could be a big part of your chart, but doesn't have to be. But we got this equilibrium too. It's like, you don't want to invest that time into somebody unless they're going to invest time into you too. So you're not taking your crown off again. You're realizing that you are a king or queen, and they need to invest in you too. So until you get that energy back, like, you're just kind of focusing on being happy. I'm kind of feeling more single life than anything. Like, you but now with the Six of Waters, it may be more of a, like, you're flirting a little bit, maybe going on a date or two, but nothing like even remotely serious. Um, and that's okay. That's what you want to do. Make sure that the other person gives back. I get it. Why put in your energy to someone who's just gonna suck the life out of you? Like, that ain't fair to you. Like, you do you. You heal. You move on. I feel like you're doing what's best for you. Okay, so how do they feel about it? Okay, so the equilibrium and the Six of Waters came back out again. So I feel like they're watching you. They may be stalking you on social media or something, but with this Fish of Waters and this Bull of Earth, like, you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Taurus. This Fortitude also came out. So I'm also like, okay, they're just distracting themselves, like I said earlier, to try to, you know, forget about how they did you wrong and how they really didn't give to you when you were given to them. They should have gave you more time. They're regretting, and um, they're trying to distract themselves, but they'll catch themselves in their feels every now and then, and just really regretting that they lost you and they lost this relationship. And with this Bull of Earth here, them seeing you having fun without them, they're getting jealous. They're getting heated. Um, I don't know if this is Narcissists came to mind. So I was going to say, I don't know if this is really a person you want to go after. I don't know them. But like I said, narcissists came to mind. So they may be just jealous that you're not trying to invest in them, really. Um, I don't know. But I don't know that you need it because it seems like you're moving on and being better. But we're going to draw a couple of cards for remembering your value. Okay, so we got the Twin of Airs, a Gemini card. We got the Scorpion of Water, um, Scorpio card. And we got the Emperor, an Aries card. Oh, we also got the Four of Airs, sorry. We got the Four of Airs. So these could be placements in your chart. Aries did come out earlier, the Emperor. So basically, remembering your value, you're very I see you as a very open-minded person who's very loyal and protective and just very stable, and you're there for people. And with this Four of Airs, I just feel like this gaze is on me. Like you see this card, like this gaze is on me. Like the attention is on me. You know how to pay attention to someone. You know how to give energy to someone. You know how to just you're very attentive. Like all these cards just looking straight at me. You're very attentive. You're very caring and you give a lot. And someone like you should know their value and where to put it in. So good on you. I mean, really, I don't even know that I need to pull advice cards for this reading because it seems like whoever this is resonating for, you're already doing what's in your best interest. But I'll pull a couple just because I've been pulling for everyone else, right? So let me pull a couple. Okay, so we got Judgment again. So, and we got the Nine of Airs. We got the Lovers. We got the Six of Airs. And we got the Archer of Fires, which is a Sagittarius card. The Lovers is another Gemini card. You had that coming out earlier. I want to say Judgment is Libra, but anyways. So with this earlier, it was like a hobby thing. Just keep doing for you. Like if you wanted to paint, if you're doing things for you, you're focusing on you, you got your pet on your arm, like do for you. And with these two cards here, it's just like don't be scared to get in another relationship, but also don't just accept a shitty one. And I don't know that you need that advice from the strength that was presented earlier, like you being like, okay, well, this isn't worth my time. But I will say what came off the card. Like I said, if it's not worth your time, keep moving forward. You'll find something that is. You will attract something that is. Okay, so we're going to get into water dominant charts. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this resonated, and I hope you guys have a good day. Hey guys, so this is going to be for the water dominant chart. So I've already drawn the cards. So what ended the relationship or brought it into separation? So you're dealing with someone, this is a lot of air energy here. You could be dealing with an air dominant chart, an air person, or just an anxious person overall. It's like they tried to present themselves as honest and all that and fair, but with this hangman card here, I think they tried to be fair, but they were fair with what they perceived, and they didn't really. I don't want to say they didn't acknowledge your perception, but I don't think they understood your perception or understood. Well, I said that how I wanted to say it. Never mind. So this person was hurt. You can see that in the Ten of Swords. They were drained. They had a lot of negativity that with this Page of Wands, it felt like they just kept looking back on. And with this Five of Swords, they just kept contemplating over how they got hurt. And this could be past energy. This could also be like they kept bringing up what you did to hurt them. Like they were very in their head. They were very in their head, and I feel like that was very problematic for you. Either that or you were very in your head. It could be either way. But this is a lot of perception. And I feel like it was twisted. It was twisted by anxiety, by past pain, by like keep looking back at, well, you did this type of thing. Or even like, well, this happened. Like, and it's kind of like when you're looking for red flags and something a similar color can pop up, like an orange, and you're like, oh, red flag. Run, run, run type of energy. So, anyways, this person's very anxious. They're in a lot of pain. I'm repeating myself, so let's get into how do you feel about it. Okay, so how do you feel about it? We got the Page of Pentacles. We got the Eight of Cups. We got the Moon. We got, what do we got? We got the Seven of Wands. We got the World. And we got the Two of Wands. So basically, I feel like you like to reminisce on this. You like to look back. You like to just think about the relationship. You like to fantasize about it a little bit. Like there was something about it that you really enjoyed, so you keep thinking about it. You think about the it's like you'll think about the fighting, but you'll think about I heard physical pleasure. I was going a different route with that, but physical pleasure came out. Like maybe you really enjoyed the sex. Like I didn't want to go that route, but that popped straight in my head with that. I was going to say something different, but that just popped in my head and I got to go with it. So even though it's like this was toxic, but there were things that you still enjoyed about it. So you look back on it, but you know it had to end at the same time. So it's like you reminisce about it, but you know it's a good thing that it ended. I'm going to get into how do they feel about it now. Okay, so they got the Eight of Swords. They got the Hermit. Could be a Virgo. They got the Arise. They got the Three of Pentacles. And they got the Seven of Cups. So basically what I'm getting off of this is they don't know how they feel about this. They do not know. They're trying to figure out how they feel about it. It's still a mystery to them. Like they see the good and they see the bad. So they're like, should we have broken up? Should we be together? I don't know. They're still trying to figure it out, basically. They're in a place of confusion. They're in a place of isolation and they're in a place of no action. Thought I would make that clear because I feel like if you try to make a move, which I don't, based on your reading, I don't think you're going to, but if you tried to make a move, they would be like, no, no. Just because of where they are. But like I said, I don't think you're going to because you know it had to be over. So anyway, next we're going to go into remembering your value. Okay, so we got the Four of Pentacles. We got the Knight of Pentacles. We got the Well. And we got the Emperor. Which you could be an Aries who has a water dominant chart, but just what I'm getting off of this is you're a very solid person. Like you're the type of person that if someone needs you, you're there. When I was drawing these cards, I heard that song, I'm only one call away. Man, his name just slipped right out of my head. I don't remember his name now. But it's a pretty famous song. I'm sure people probably heard it. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, with the Emperor, you provide a stability. You have a stability in yourself. You have confidence in yourself. You have courage. Like, you're not afraid to go after what you want. You're a very strong person who is willing to lend their strength to people. You're one call away. Okay. Very supportive. Very. You're the rock. You are the rock that some people just need in their life, really. So don't let yourself be walked all over, but also feel good that You are just this nurturing spirit that people really appreciate. Okay, or they should. Anyway, so let's get into the advice. Okay, so we got the Temperance, we got the Two of Wands, and it came out in reverse, but I'm gonna put it up right. We got the Four of Swords, and we got the Five of Swords. So basically, what I'm getting off of this is you need to take time to heal, to balance, to really figure out what you want, and to give that loving, nurturing energy I just talked about into yourself, because you don't need to attract this ugliness anymore. I think people who are hurt go to you, and it's okay to try to heal them, but you don't need to be in a relationship with someone who's like emotionless and who is distant and who really doesn't want the relationship. They just want your healing, basically. So be aware of that. There are people who come to you for healing, not really for a relationship. Um, so it's okay to be that healer, but heal yourself and give to yourself and make sure that, if you want to heal them, but don't become emotionally attached to people who are detached and who just aren't really there for you. Okay, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. That's it. Water dominant charts were the last. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good day.